Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40k. I was just talking about life in the Imperium. So we only see the eternal warfare of like Space Marines and Guardsmen. Like we're always on the front lines, but what the audio log from last episode showed that a lot of people live their lives out in the Imperium and they never hear of conflict or see it firsthand. Like the Imperium is large enough that you can have a planet like Earth that exists within the Imperium and people just go through their natural life cycles without fighting at all or even being remotely close to conflict. I guess, to bring back the whole death discussion. So that's actually not unusual. And
Leandros,
excuse me.
can you use this panel to contact our other forces?
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Access authorized. Ultramarines chapter.
Here, Captain.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Ajakis and have located the Titan Invictus. I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Very good. Oh, he's got a little scripture on his shoulders. That's awesome. And I don't remember what I was saying. Let's open this door, though. Oh, the Inquisitor books did a very good job of just showing like slice of life in the Imperium, and they can have like lavish worlds of like lots of pleasantries. Like Warhammer 40k is grimdark, and that much is true. But there's also a lot more to it than just the fighting. Though I would say its primary build as just fighting and war and mayhem and all these other things. This should be good. How much part of the reason why I like it so much? Like, there's a lot underneath here than just, oh, like, one faction fights another faction. Like, there's a lot of books that, like, expand on the cultures, the ideologies, and all these other things of the other races. Which is very interesting to me. And that's why I like reading the books, because the books do a great job explaining that. Whereas I find that the video games are mostly about the combat and the action, which is... There's nothing wrong with that, but the books can give you a chance like, oh, like, this is what a Space Marine might be doing when he's not actually fighting. And I think books are a great avenue to explore that, because they don't need to be high-octane action gameplay. Because I think for video games, because it's... I think games mostly revolve around gameplay. I guess, which, I mean, that makes sense because they're games. And for that reason, like, we want to do more exciting, action-filled stuff, which usually means, I think, in this universe that we're fighting things. So we only ever see that side of it.
Transmission to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. My lord, the research facility is operational ahead of schedule, thanks to the tech priests. I've already begun my work to create a stable energy matrix. Harnessing these unorthodox energies is proving more promising than I could have dreamed.
Oh boy. Science is going down. That's a little bit unusual. That's something else I could talk about for Warhammer 40k. Oh dear. So, technology in... Well, first of all, I think, to get my point, that's why like the books, I think the books are some of the best mediums for world building for this universe. And they can really just tell you a lot about what goes on that isn't necessarily obvious to the games. I feel like it enriches the world, and again, I think this is a very deep universe, to which, again, that's why I really like it. There's a lot more going on here than just the fighting. And again, I've mentioned this before, that's why I like the Inquisitor Eisenhorn books, because they did a great job showing, like, oh, like, this is what the Inquisition does. And because, like, it works mostly behind the scenes of the Imperium, you get to see a lot more locations and, daily life routines of many different planets, which is really cool.
Repeat authorization.
immediate release.
One moment.
Faster.
Repeat
Disregard all
authorization.
safety protocols.
Hello, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Drogon?
I am Drogon. And you are?
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
I am soldier and scientist, both, Captain.
What is the status of the experimental device?
The power source is running the entire manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon?
It is a complex device and an unstable one. If the orcs find it, they'll try and take it apart. It could detonate with enough force to destroy the entire planet.
Then we must move it to safety.
And for that, Captain, I need your aid. This way.
You are wounded, Inquisitor Drogon.
I'm a psyker. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
Very well.
Oh man, there's so much to talk about. So psychers, crash course, are basically humans with psychic abilities. That is the quickest summary I can give you guys.
Space Marine! You trying to steal my titans? Steal my loot? I'll rip your guts right out your throat!
The orc himself.
I'm gonna put your head on a spike, Space Marine!
Man, I don't see the throw cycle on those grenades. I mean, I'm gonna take pot shots.
Get out of there and kill this Space Marine! Now!
So the technology of Warhammer 40k has been in a constant state of decline. So what that typically means is that the older the piece of technology you find in this universe, the better it is to its modern counterparts. And part of this reason, if I'm not mistaken, is because there was a point in which the technology was so advanced that artificial intelligence became sentient, but that caused a giant Y2K moment, or like a machine revolution, which was very costly and dangerous to the Imperium. And I believe this was before the events of the year 30,000, which I will talk about at a later time. So, with that in mind, they outlawed sufficiently advanced technology. They outlawed artificial intelligence, I think, but then after the year 30,000, I think they stopped developing new tech. Like, the year 30,000 was kind of like the start of the decline of the Imperium. The Imperium as a whole, like, not just the sciences and technology of the Imperium. I think the Imperium as a whole has been in decline ever since then. And there's a very good reason for that, but that's a huge topic in its own right that will take some time to discuss, that I won't be doing in this episode, but I hopefully will be doing later. So, after those events, like, technology, I think, kind of took a back burner, and the Imperium just changed after those events, so things start to regress, or new advancements aren't as common.
Damnable creature. Had he not blundered onto this world?
But he did, Drogon.
He did indeed. Not to say that new advancements and technologies aren't being creative, or being creative in this universe, but they're not as high as precedent as most other things.
Full access granted.
Plasma pistol, yes. All right, plasma pistol, that's pretty good. Replace the bolt pistol, that's pretty sick. Plasma pistols are pretty good skill to have.
We must get to that lift.
I have to say, they also do a good job with the dialogue for the Space Marines because it sounds very formal and proper, which is that's how Space Marines talk. How do I get to that lift? I would love to know. Is that ammunition? We should probably grab that too. Oh, it's actually at the end of the episode. So, what we will do, yes, we'll grab the grenades, and I'm actually going to end the episode here. So, thank you all for watching, and oops, I did not mean to open up Skype. And I'll see you guys later. So until then, thank you all for watching. I think I literally just said that, but that's okay. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!